Welcome back to another episode of Driving Production. This episode is going to be a little bit different. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a project update. I know I haven't posted a video in a long time. First thing I wanted to mention was just to thank anybody and everyone watching these videos that I've been making over the past few years at this point about the Mazda 3 platform mostly. People that joined the channel a while back might have seen me with the 335 i2, but since then it's been mostly the Maza 3 platform or the Maza Speed, like right here. So a big thank you to anybody watching these videos. It's been definitely a nice journey, and as we recently gone over the 4,000 subscriber, that's very exciting. One of many milestones to come for this channel. So one of the big things I did want to talk about was that I wish I could definitely post a lot more videos about cars and um, like just about like the Mazda 3 platform. I got so many ideas that I want to share with you guys, or so many things that I want to do, or mods that I want to try, that it's either on this blue Mazda 3 that's been quite a bit modded so far, or even the third gen 2.5, and we'll get to it a little bit later on. But it's just I haven't really been able to take the time, I should say, to film those videos. There's a video in the works for the 2.5 2014 Mazda 3 that I'm currently working on. I definitely want to work on a video of the 2.5 stock versus the 2-liter tune. Hopefully I can get to it before the end of the fall, before we get some snow. So the way I do see like the YouTube video and whatnot, it's truly like a passion project for me, and it's something that I really enjoy sharing, like car builds and car mods and all these things. And I truly love the platform, like the Mazda 3 or like the Mazda brand. That's one thing. Like Mazda is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite car brand out there, up there with like BMW. If you've noticed in some previous videos, I did hint to like rotaries and stuff. Previously, I had an RX-7 and an RX-8. So I do love the rotary engine, and I would love to see some uh, rotary engine content on the channel down the road. So I would love to get into those chassis again. But at the same time that like I want to share these videos with you guys, I'm also like building other businesses, I should say. Like one of my main business is like I'm a painting contractor in my area. So that takes a lot of effort and like just a lot of energy. And that's what I've been focusing a lot on this summer to really get that moving and whatnot. That's why I didn't spend as much time as I would have wished to on the cars, for example, like the blue Mazda here. I only put like 1,500 kilometers on this car this year, and that really bummed me out because I really like to drive it. And yeah, even like the autocross events and the track events that I wanted to get to, I was only able to get to a few of them, and that really disappointed me. But I just kind of wanted to go over these things on like what's happening in the background. I really want to publish some more videos, um, but they kind of come out whenever I can, really. And I'm the one editing the videos, and I'm filming, and I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible and trying to get the best shots as I can. And I know a lot of you guys leave some comments down below, and I'd really appreciate that. And the same thing with those of you guys who are reaching out on Instagram. It means a lot. I try to answer as many comments in Instagram um, comments or message as I can. I don't always reach out right away. I try to do those things at like in a bulk essentially and answer as much as I can. I'm not on social media or Instagram or whatnot all the time. So sometimes it takes a few weeks, few days to answer. So please be patient. I'll try my best to get back to you guys. So as far as for the builds, this is what's happening with these cars. So for this car, if you've seen the mods video, you've seen pretty much like all the mods that I've done so far to it, and I am pretty pleased as far as like what's happening with it. There's always like few things that can be done to it. My biggest complaint right now is that like the exhaust is like way too loud. I already got like one exhaust warning on the for this car. So I got an aftermarket vibrant resonator that I wanted to, like an ultra quiet or ultra silent one that I wanted to install onto this. Obviously, there's maintenance like carbon buildup. I wanted to do on the valves and possibly like MSDS headers on this. But I also had kind of a crazy idea about this car or this like platform. Went to Greece recently as a trip for me and my wife. And one thing that I noticed there is that like a Mazda 3 is a really big car. I only saw a handful of them, but most of the cars are really small. And I always enjoyed driving small cars. One of my kind of favorite economy car has always been the Mazda 2, which I think is a very cool car. I know most people don't say Mazda 2 in cool cars in the same sentence, but I think it's a very cool tossable car. And I drove like a few of them, and I do like how they drive. So I kind of had this idea of what if I just swapped over like the Sky Active 2-liter into a like Mazda 2, or even I also had the other idea of like what if I swap this into like as a resto mod an MX3 like from the 90s, um, and put like the Sky Active platform into it. So I kind of had these two ideas. The biggest thing with those was to save weight, essentially, to go to a lighter platform, because I think the Mazda 2 has about 400 or 500 pounds lighter than the Mazda 3. And the same thing goes for the MX3, but on top of that, the MX3 has an iron block into it. So I think being going to like, let's say I were to swap into a Sky Active aluminum block, I think the weight saving would be even more. And I think it'd be kind of a cool thing to see, because I don't think that's a swap that anybody does really. So be kind of interesting. I was kind of toying with the ideas just because the Mazda 3 is kind of a heavy car for the power level, especially that I have the Maza Speed right here, which in a sense they both serve the same purpose. So it was just an idea that I was towing around with, because I do love how the Mazda 3 handles with the rear independent suspension, and obviously swapping that into either the chassis of the Mazda 2 or the MX3 would definitely be quite the challenge. Custom mounts. The harness, I'm not sure, because the way I was thinking of doing it was just to body swap the whole harness into either car. Again, how doable is that? Is it something anybody did? Probably not, because like the power levels are technically not there. It's not 1,000 horsepower Supra, but I don't know. Like I feel like it'd be like so cool to see like a Mazda 2 with a Skyactiv engine, or even like a resto mod MX3 with a Skyactiv engine, 2-liter. I think the power levels for that kind of weight ratio would be very, very nice. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What platform you think would be best for a 2-liter Skyactiv to put into, right? So yeah, that's kind of it for this car. I think in the meantime, I'm definitely going to be enjoying driving this car the most I can before I store it for winter. On top of that, what I wanted to talk to you guys, I've been like crazy busy because like um, I I do enjoy building stuff outside of cars too. Like for example, like the fence here, and I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but this right here is a chicken coop. So I've been building stuff around our house for uh, building stuff around the house throughout the summer, and like getting to projects like that, and it's something that I've also been enjoying. And I'm also working like on a project house that we're renovating right now, so lots of stuff going on for me. um, just overall, that's why I can't always get to making these videos. I guess now you guys can see the full chicken coop here. It's all different than car stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with the blue Mazda 3. This Mazda 3, so as you can see, the brakes here, I've upgraded to CX9 front brake calipers and added the rear CX5 brake calipers. Also painted the wheels to freshen things up a little bit. But I've had quite a few problems with this car. So this car was sitting a little bit, just needed to do the brakes on it. When I did the brakes, I went to start the car. The car didn't start. I thought it was the starter, even after trying to boost it and whatnot. So we replaced the starter. My good friend here at the shop, Nathan, replaced the starter. But then on top of that, the alternator was seized on it. So just got the alternator. Hopefully this car is going to be back on the road soon. And as far as the Maza Speed goes, like honestly, I have not touched this car as much as I wanted to. Like it's legit full of like cobwebs everywhere. These are second gen Maza Speed 3 wheels that I was hoping to put on this. Man, oh man, look at this cobweb. Can you guys see this? Probably have like tarantulas in here. Yeah, like seriously. Oh man, look at this thing. um yeah, so for this car, um one of the latest videos I was working at, like probably in the spring at this point, was trying to reset up for an electronic power steering, which I routed the lines and everything and tucked all the lines, but then I don't know. This was a used pump, and it's not triggering. So I have to get another pump, reconnect everything, and reflush the system with new fluid. I was hoping to make a video out of that, but that didn't work out, and I just got completely sidetracked with that in between working. And also for this car, most of the parts are, well, some of the parts are into it, that's for sure. And again, the engine, haven't really got a chance to uh, work on it because, well, again, my shed is completely packed with a bunch of stuff everywhere. But yeah, this is the engine. If you've been following the Maza Speed build, I got a few other parts. Big shout out to Colton Richler for sending me the intake all the way from BC, from the other side of Canada. And then I got all these parts underneath. I got a bunch of parts that I need to bolt up to the Maza Speed engine. Again, this is the vibrant, ultra quiet resonator I want to put on the blue Maza 3. But yeah, this is kind of what's going on for the Maza Speed. And yeah, things are not moving like I want them to. Finally, I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek on, I guess, this side project, which is my Mazda 5. It's a 2012 um, Mazda 5. This is actually my company car. So this is fully gutted. This is what I use for uh, my business. Interior is fully gutted. Only has the two front seats in the front. I got the roof rack on top. I got the Miata wheels here with like some spacers, and it's been pretty good. The 2.5 NZR engine is pretty good. Like, I think it looks decently sharp. Got I painted the mirrors, got the wrap on the roof, got the and it is a 6-speed manual. So that's just has been a little side project. I don't think I'd do much videos on this, but I did film some content on it. I could always like publish a video like on of a full build on it, but the 2.5 NZR has been pretty good so far. So that's what's happening with the cars and the projects, and essentially why I'm not posting as many videos as I wish I could be posting, because it does take a lot of time to edit these videos, to film them. If I were to just do the build, do the mods, and do the work, it probably goes twice as fast. Yeah, so it takes like twice the time to film videos and to make sure that the angle is right and to make sure that the lighting is right and to make sure, well, sometimes it happens, but like, oh, my arm is in the video and you can't see anything, or like my back is in the video and you can't see anything of what I was trying to film. So can I reshoot it to give you guys a better angle, or like anything like that? So it does take a lot of time to film the video, to edit it, and finally to publish it. And like I mentioned earlier, I always want to make sure that I'm trying to make it as entertaining. That's kind of what's happening. The next video is definitely going to be on the Mazda 3, the 2.5, on the brakes. Um, I'm excited to just drive the car. I'm hoping this it's gonna be done soon. The alternators in the car at this point, but having some electronics issues with the IE loop system, and I am hoping that we'll get it back soon, because it's been a few months since we even drove that car. I can finish that video and we can do a kind of comparison with the 2-liter and 2.5. Hopefully a little drag race to see how they compare, the sauce tune versus the 2.5, and go from there. So that's what's happening with the builds, and I hope you guys stay tuned for what's happening, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.